Howdy there, you amazing patrons. It's X, and I'm here with Kyle, and no Felicia this week because she's on vacation. She's off visiting family. I think she went to Guantanamo? I don't know. She was talking about like starting the revolution with the communists down there or something. I don't remember. I mean, I don't pay attention to her. She's just a woman. You know? I'm kidding. She's the chattel. No, God damn it. Felicia's an integral part of the show, fuckers. Though there are some people that probably be like, oh, they got rid of her. Like, no, we didn't get rid of her. She's as much as the show as I am and Kyle is. So anyway,
it's pretty boring if it were just you and me all the time. It would be pretty boring.
No, we'd have to definitely get somebody else with less sausagey thoughts going on.
Less sausagey thoughts, and we'd be constantly talking inside baseball.
Mm-hmm. We'd be making jokes that nobody will get. Like right now, we started recording this episode at a fairly brisk 11:30 p.m. It's super early for me night owls out there.
Oh, but yeah. It's greght. I don't know.
But this is like how we used to record.
Liquored up.
Yeah, this is Red Light Roundtable hours right here. This is,
yeah.
And we used to get people from the East Coast on that fucking show too. Like, you guys are going to join the show at 2:00 in the morning? Yeah, I got nothing going on. That's an old show. Good luck finding it, people. I mean, you might find some links to episodes on the internet, but you can't download them anymore. So
we tried very hard to scrub it.
Yeah, I think I've done a pretty good job too. If you want to see me at my very worst podcasting era, like I didn't care what was behind me. I didn't care about sound quality.
Oh, no, we didn't care.
It was very much record it, slap a fucking label on it, and then put it on the internet. Some people were like, I'm surprised how quickly you get that turned around. I'm like, yeah, it's great, but you don't do any actual work. Okay, anyway, this is the Utah Outcast Secret Patron Show. This is our special content we provide to the folks who are so generous to at least share $1 a month with us. And if you want to count yourselves among those ranks, go ahead and go to patreon.com/Utah Outcasts and donate there. Don't have to, because you'll hear this in 6 months otherwise. But I mean, everybody wants to be that person like, oh, you just now listen to that one. I've listened to that one a long time ago. Okay, so what we're going to be talking about this week is Answers in Genesis. I know, fucking Answers in Genesis, Ken Ham stuff. Who really cares anymore? But
well, no one really cares. But god damn it, you guys like to listen to us be in pain. That's what it is.
And this is from his Answers News show. And normally we try to do these in segments out there for people to listen to on the regular. However, this one's a little bit longer. We're going to see how quickly we can get through it. It's them saying, should we protest at a Chick-fil-A? And it's interesting because Chick-fil-A is like massively popular wherever they decide to put them in. It's mediocre food at best, I mean, I'm glad that they pay their employees okay, just like how like In-N-Out Burger pays their employees okay. Nobody's like paying the rent with Chick-fil-A though,
Well, let's hope not.
Yeah, because you wouldn't have much to live off of.
Wouldn't it be awesome if you could?
Oh man, there's so many people making the argument all the time, like, that's a starter job. Nobody should have to pay their bills on that. This should be for high school kids only. It's like, yeah, listen, as a manager, the last thing I want to have to worry about is how many fucking kids I'm going to turn over every summer. I'd like to have the employees that are going to stick around for a little while so I don't have to sink costs in training everybody again, or, God forbid me have to work up front.
Oh, training people sucks. That's just the absolute worst.
It's the biggest time sink too, especially when it comes to computer stuff. Boy, howdy. Let me tell you on that one. Anyway, so I'm going to let the tripartite people of the Answers News go ahead and get started.
Okay.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Canadian expansion sparks pro-LGBTQ.
Hey, now, wait a minute. What? This is another Canadian one.
It is.
So apparently they've been doing a lot of Canadian news, and they're talking about Canada spreading into, Chick-fil-A spreading into Canada.
Oh, okay.
And pro-LGBTQ protests have been happening. The headline here from Fox News, which is, good job, Ken. Read the most biased fucking news source you can find.
Oh, of course. I mean, really? Did you expect anything else?
I mean, he could be getting it through Liberty News. I heard earlier this week that at Liberty University they said your job is not to be journalists in the journalism department for this newspaper. Like, okay,
sure, not surprised. Okay,
it's all this. It's all of the them projecting things onto other people. It's like you want to talk about deep state. Who really wants the deep state? You know. Anyway, let's hear it.
She picked the article.
I did pick the article this week.
But here's the other thing. Do you realize every time we do this, there's stuff about LGBT and gay marriage.
Pretty much every episode.
Because they're really a dominant force in the culture, and they're a minority. A small minority.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
When I saw this one, I said to my husband, I was like, Chick-fil-A is coming to Canada. We can just move back. There's no reason to stay here anymore. Kentucky.
So when they announced Chick-fil-A is coming to Canada,
going to Toronto.
That's a great reason to move back to Canada. You know, none of the other great stuff that Canada has, but they have a Chick-fil-A now. Oh, we better fucking move back to Canada.
Yay! They have somewhat decent chicken, I guess. It's a chicken sandwich. They have chicken sandwiches and good chicken nuggets, and you can make it at home. It's not complicated. Their secret ingredient is paprika
and pickle juice.
Yeah, salt and dill and paprika, and ta-da! Basically, it's like seasoned salt, like Lowry seasoned salt. Just toss that on your chicken, put it in the fryer, and you got it. Same thing.
That's like me putting Old Bay on my popcorn. Just
oh
works,
God,
man. It's so good.
Old Bay goes on everything.
I like paprika and like chili powder on my popcorn. Good stuff.
Okay, yeah, I can see
garlic's
that.
good too, but it gets like sticky to your fingers after a couple of handfuls. Not talking popcorn. We're talking chicken. Chicken. I make better chicken than any of these fucking places could ever hope to because mine's just more time consuming. The only reason I go to any place like Chick-fil-A, I don't eat there. I can't enforce my boycott on my wife, so when she wants me to go get her some lunch or something, go to Chick-fil-A and I it's quick, it's fast, and they have food. And
yeah,
I'll drive down to not the grocery store, the gas station, and get my Bahama Mama without a bun. Just a giant hunk of meat inside of a wrapper. Just wiggle it back and forth a few times.
Here's a typical tweet. Just a friendly Canadian reminder, we're a progressive country and have morals and fight for equal rights for all. We don't want your bigoted, discriminatory business opening anywhere north of the border. What?
Discriminatory? Discriminatory.
So
You were a teacher, Ken.
No, it really wasn't. But
no.
Okay. But just on a basic level, I'm still kind of two minds of this whole thing. I mean, first, the actions of the ownership don't necessarily have anything to do with the actual business. So the business itself might not be a threat to LGBT people, but the owners are. So there's a gray area in there somewhere.
It's like, I don't like the fact that In-N-Out Burger has like John 3:16 printed on the inside rim of the cup kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm not going to beat myself up like for wanting a quick burger and fries from a decent restaurant where it's not expensive.
Right. But I mean,
it's not like they're beating me over the head with it because it's on the bottom part of a cup on the inside. It's like nobody looks there.
Nobody looks there because you'd have to be an idiot to look at the bottom of your cup.
With the button. Oh shit.
Yeah. But I mean, no. Correct me if I'm wrong. But hasn't the ownership of Chick-fil-A passed now to like their kids?
Yeah, Dan Cathy, the bigoted motherfucker that was in the head of the business. Did he die? I can't remember if he died or he just passed it off.
They just passed it off, but I think it's in the hands of the kids now, and I don't think the kids.
Some of them are, I think, but not quite as bad as he was.
They're not as bad, and I don't think they're like funding the what was that organization?
I don't remember
The
which
Mormon
one.
one, the family one.
Oh, God damn it! You would ask me the hard question. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
matter.
can't remember, but I mean,
Focus on the family.
Yeah, focus on the family. Yeah,
Yeah,
but really,
that's the Heritage Foundation assholes, I think.
yeah. I mean, yeah, there's still a long way to go, but the legs of these organizations have really been taken out from under them.
Yeah, exactly. So let's let Ken and these guys talk.
Wow, that's equal rights for all.
Well, and you look at if you look
Definitely.
at the language in this article, over and over again, they use, the tweets from people or whatever it was, bigoted, discriminatory, homophobia, hatred, and they say we want freedom and tolerance. Wait a minute. What did you? I mean, freedom and tolerance for you, but not for me.
Right.
Oh, this is the whole you're intolerant of my intolerance thing.
Yeah. You're intolerant of my intolerance. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No, I'll straight up slap the Chick-fil-A out of your hand if you like say some anti-gay shit to somebody. Be like, yeah, because we're not doing that anymore. It's 2018. We need to be okay with other people making decisions for themselves. Anyway, I'm gonna let these assholes talk.
Right,
Yeah.
as a Christian.
Well, the other thing is there were a lot of tweets like this. It's true. Our first restaurant is scheduled to open in Toronto. There's Chick-fil-A, and then people say, "This is amazing! What a magical day! Woke up to find out Chick-fil-A
It
is
is
coming,"
amazing.
and so on. So other people have different views, right?
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing: restaurants like Chick-fil-A, do you walk in the door and they immediately have signs about marriage? Right? They sell chicken,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Delicious.
They get people to eat dead chicken.
God damn it! I don't like agreeing with Ken Ham.
Yeah, he's kind of right on this point, guys.
he is. He is kind of right.
God damn it!
I mean,
yeah, they're not beating you
there's-
over the head with like anti-gay messaging when you go into a Chick-fil-A.
no, they are not using their business as a front. In fact, after the Pulse nightclub shooting,
Yeah.
when people were lined up like for days to donate blood, they were. I mean, Chick-fil-A opened on a Sunday to feed people.
Which they
They-
never do.
They never do. They opened on a Sunday and they brought food and they fed people. They didn't charge them for it. I mean, because that's a little caveat that you have to put in there sometimes.
Mhm.
It's not like they went down and sold people chicken. No, they just gave. They were just feeding people. So there
I'm
have
thinking-
been some steps. So I'm willing to say let's give them a little bit of leeway. I'm not going to be too hard on anybody who doesn't boycott them.
Yeah, because we're not the liberals where we have to have
No.
100% purity.
No,
we're not looking
not.
for that.
We're not. I don't go there.
I don't eat there myself because I have that principle where I don't want to eat the Chick-fil-A food because of the stuff that they did in the past. But I'm not going to force that on anybody. I'm not going to go on Twitter and be like, motherfucker, Chick-fil-A coming to Canada. It's like,
Yeah.
guys, it's going to be coming to your town. They're going to collect taxes off every sandwich that they sell there. It's good for your city. It's good for...
Yeah, it's fine.
Unless they're giving them tax breaks like we do in America for every fucking business, I swear.
Right. But really the point is don't beat yourself up over boycotting Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
Really?
don't let this be the hill you die on.
That's not the hill you want to die on.
No.
I'm sorry. It's a chicken sandwich. If you want that chicken sandwich, you go get that chicken sandwich.
Go eat that chicken sandwich and be guilt-free about it. Don't beat yourself up over this shit.
Guess how much we care.
None. None cares.
I mean, that's what they do as a business.
That's
right?
what they do.
They
Yes.
just buy 10 different ways to cook dead chicken, and that's how they do it, and they sell it. But see, the thing is,
5 different
because
ways.
some of the people, their owners, happen to be Christians who happen
Yeah,
to believe
the
marriage is a
personal
man and a
beliefs of
woman,
the-
therefore they're
Yeah.
saying they're bigoted and they're
Mhm.
intolerant and,
No.
and full of hate speech and
No.
And on and on and on.
No. No.
It has nothing to do with them being Christian.
Nothing to do with that. It had to do with them using money that they earned from their business and giving it to organizations that were actively or are actively trying to harm the LGBTQ community.
Yep.
That's it.
It has nothing to do with them being Christ believers.
No.
Because, like I said, we're not the liberals that need the purity kind of thing. It's
No,
like, we don't
no.
give a shit what religion
Right.
you are as long as you keep it in your pants.
Right.
You know?
Right. We don't care. Honestly, I don't go to Chick-fil-A because they're not open on Sunday, and that pisses me off, so fuck them.
That's such a stupid... You're cutting out 1/7 of your potential profit making. And especially on a weekend day. Like, oh, well, they're not... Well, here in Utah, they wouldn't do very well. Well, no, fuck that. They would do amazing if they were open on Sundays.
They would. They would. Are you kidding?
Mormons love to pretend that like they don't do anything on Sundays.
Oh.
But they'll drive to a fucking gas station and get a soda. I tell you what, man. And I did just go boomhauer on this too.
They do the weirdest fucking things. They keep their soda cups and they refill them.
Who does that?
Well,
I mean, maybe they're
Who does that?
environmentally minded. I don't know.
Sure, I guess.
I mean, I try to use my styrofoam cup at least one more time at home with like water and stuff like that. You know, that makes me a little bit weird.
But the plastic cups just
recycle.
Put it in recycling. It's recyclable.
Oh, and liberals, let me get started with you guys on fucking straws. Really? Come the fuck on with the protesting of the straws. More shit gets lost in the ocean than straws. That's not the biggest thing we need to worry about. The plastic bags would be something that you probably need to worry more about.
Plastic bags. I would worry more about plastic bags. I mean, straws are okay. Yeah, that is something that we need to bring up. That's a problem.
Micro beads that we put in plastic, plastic micro beads that go in fucking cosmetics and stuff. You know?
Yeah, micro beads, plastic things
glitter
that cannot be recycled. Fuck glitter. God damn it. The only glitter that should ever exist is glitter that is not only biodegradable but water soluble
and edible.
Edible preferable. Yeah.
But I'm a fat fuck, so that's kind of how that goes.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's just
everything's
happens.
better if it's
Sometimes
edible. Panties.
You get the glitter. You get the glitter in your mouth. It happens.
And all the rest of it when the business is selling chicken.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter. I mean, everything is politicized nowadays. Everything is like this, so that's the problem.
Well, yeah, I hate to agree with you guys once again that just about everything is fucking politicized because everything's politics. Everything.
Well, yeah.
Your religion is politics. Do you get along with the group that's down the road? No, because you guys have different political beliefs. Everything is fucking politicized these days because that's the way it's always been.
Yes, everything is politics. That is that is politics. That's why it exists.
We need a giant like alien squid thing from like Watchmen to show up and bring everybody together for a little bit, just so politics can slow down a little bit. That's all I want.
Oh, like in Futurama, the Beast with 1,000 backs?
No, I was
thinking
Beast
with 1,000,000 backs.
It was the giant. Okay, it was the comic book version of Watchmen, where it was like a giant psycho squid that showed up in.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
There was the comic was weird compared to the movie.
Oh, the comic was really freaking weird.
I mean, I loved it, and I still love it. But like when people were given a really we're off topic, but people were giving it a hard time. The movie because like it was just an explosion that happened in New York instead of it being the squid, and I'm like, that's actually a better storyline, making Dr. Manhattan the villain. That's kind of the better story plot line device, you know, because
it is, especially for a movie. That works a lot better for a movie because really, if you were watching that movie and a giant squid shows up, you would have questions.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
What? Where did that come from? What is that?
They didn't talk about that in Act 1. That's not Chekhov's squid. We can't bring that up. Right. Come on.
Right. But when you're reading a comic book and something weird pops up, you're like, oh, they'll explain it later. Okay.
Yeah, it's a comic. They have another issue to go to. Movies?
Like,
no.
Okay, they'll explain that later. With movies, oh, dude, we're halfway through this. They only have an hour to wrap this up. It's not going to happen. What's going on?
I hate it when movies do like the equivalent of what Lost does, or I should say did, where they introduce shit like in the third act. They're like, no, this is where you're tying things together. You don't bring in new characters. You're not guaranteed a sequel. Don't fucking do this. About the only ones that can get away with that is like Marvel. That's about the only people that can get away with that.
Well,
shit nowadays, so.
when it's a franchise where you're pretty much guaranteed a sequel. Yeah.
When you've already contracted your people for like 8 more movies. Yeah, I think you're okay with that one. Anyway, back to these fucking assholes.
Well, it's like that time when I was invited to UCO, University of Central Oklahoma, and
dragged me in.
and then I got cancelled because the LGBT group said he believes marriage is a man and a woman. That's hate speech. And
Just because
No. It's because you are a fucking hate speech filled pastor guy. Like,
Right. It's not because of what you believe. It's because of what you
say and do.
There's a difference.
There is quite a difference there, Ken.
because you think that, not because you've actually literally, even if you've never said anything about it, you know.
Listen to her equivocate. You never did. Even if you maybe never did none of those things, it's like, okay, okay, President Trump, go ahead and use your double negatives.
But you have.
But you have. We've heard you say these things. You've said terrible shit about LGBTQ people. So,
you know, again, I mean, hate it in hateful way. It's still called hate speech,
right?
Just because you disagree with them. Yeah.
So that's the
no. You disagree that people that we love have the right to exist, have the right to love other people. That's what you disagree with. That makes it hate speech.
Right.
We're not saying Christians can't exist.
I mean, the fact that you things have the fact that the things you have said are hateful makes it hate speech. See the way that works?
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. We got it.
Intolerance of the liberals, the intolerance of the left these days, the intolerance of the LGBT movement. Actually, the LGBT movement is one of the most intolerant movements in the world today.
Yeah.
No, I don't think you understand what tolerance is.
No, and he seems to forget that the acronym keeps growing.
Right. So, yeah, no.
Because it's an inclusionary group of people.
Tolerance does not have to tolerate your intolerance. That's the way it works.
You guys are a dark cave of ignorance.
Right.
And these people are trying to shine a light, and you're like, shut out the fucking light! I hate this shit! No, stop doing that.
Oh, it doesn't work.
Stop cursing the light, people.
They're intolerant of my intolerance.
Yes, we are intolerant of your intolerance. You have to go after her with words I shouldn't say, but I hate it when people try to think that they can be bigoted just because my book says I can be bigoted. Even though there's not really anything in there.
Well, fuck, I've got like 7 books that say I can do magic if I want to.
Yeah, and your book also has rape, sodomy. Well, sodomy's cool, but
I mean, I've got those books too, but they're on a different shelf.
Yeah, mine are right next to my Anne Rice books. Anyway, thanks for listening, everybody. That's been your Patron show for this week. We'll catch you again with a new episode next week. Until then, go eat a chicken sandwich at any place else.
Any place else. Just whatever chicken you want to eat, you do that.
Go to Zaxby's or Popeyes or...
Popeyes does make some good chicken.
I've had it too much. I wish they had a Church's. When are we going to get a Church's in Utah? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know.
Probably never.